Okay, so I just had the longest day in a long time. So I drove all the way to North Carolina, the tippy top of it, to grab the new transmission. And I only did this because for longevity reasons and so I can drive this weekend and not be dealing with this crap anymore. So without further ado, I got something I was not expecting to get for a very long time. I picked up that Mid-Valley, expecting to have it for a few years and save up to get a proper dog box, which would be a GSR. It's the most baller dog box. I've always wanted one. It's my dream transmission, and I finally got one. I drove 8 hours, well, kind of stepdad drove 8 hours with me, and woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, drove up there, picked it up. He bought my old transmission. They gave him the excess money for this. I got this for a killer deal. It's the only reason why I did it, and I am extremely kind of shook and like don't believe it's mine, and I finally have one. The main reason why I got this trans was because the Mid-Valley I got, I can't get parts for it. The gearing that was in the transmission was for a road race car, and I literally could not even drive the car. It was impossible, so couldn't get parts for it. The guy I found that had some parts for it had 4 GSRs for a killer price. He offered money for mine. I had enough to get this, and here we are. So now he also rebuilt and refreshed it for me and geared it to my specs that I want. I asked Rick from RTS for some options and what he recommends, and so we did a 241 for the first gear, 167 for second gear, 126 for third gear, and then fourth is obviously 1-to-1. So if you guys don't know about these much, you can change gears very, very easily to your specs. You can make it longer, shorter, you know, depending on what you're doing. But these trans are made to change gears quick and easy for track use, to changing, you know, from this track to that track or whatever you're kind of doing. So this cover comes off right here. You can pull the gears out and you can just change basically anything in there. These are not cheap. The internals are not cheap. This is very, very expensive, but I got it for basically a little over more than half off what these usually cost. So that's the only reason why I can get this thing, because I'll not be able to afford a new one in this day and age. But this also has a different kind of shifter that the GSRs usually come with. The shifters that come with the RTS GSRs are the long shifters, and they have different brackets to space them out further and shorter, and their linkage is also kind of a 2-piece linkage with a joint in the middle where you can kind of change. But this one is a ETG shifter, which comes off all NASCARs, and it's freaking crazy. It's one rod instead of, you know, the weird kind of link that they usually have, and to shift it, it's literally like there's first, second, third, fourth, and reverses down over right there. It's so precise and so ridiculous. I can't wait to get it in the car. And the measurements from the Mid-Valley Dogbox to a G101A or a G-Force or a GSR, they're all almost the same exact size and length. The drive shaft will fit, and all dog boxes have 32 spline outputs, and then you do have different options for input shafts. I have a 26 GM spline on my car, and well, in the Mid-Valley I had, now I have it on this one, so I can use the clutch I have. They have 29 splines. They have a bunch of different options you can get online for these things. You can change many things, but enough jibber jabber. This thing is here. I'm stoked. I cannot wait to drive this car. And the biggest thing about this is I can get parts for it, and it's top shift and it's not side shift. Side shift's a pain in the ass of it, honestly. That's why they're cheaper. And now I have top shift basically going to sit in the OEM location of the car, which is going to be incredible. I can't wait to do that. And my hydro will be in the exact same spot as before. It's basically going to be what I had before, but on steroids, and it's basically indestructible. They do break, but it's very uncommon. I got the amazing Harbor Freight trans jack. You get an impact and just put it right here and go, and it goes right up and right in. No struggling to lift it or anything like that. So get the car jacked up again. I'm gonna roll it in here and get this thing in the car and clunk it and drive it. I cannot wait. Okay, so I'm very tired. We were up till like 5 a.m. last night. These transmissions don't want to go in easy because the circular piece that goes into the adapter is kind of really close. And this one was painted, so I had some paint around the edge. We had to scotch brite it around, so I got it smaller so it could fit properly, and then had to bring it with the bolts because it's just so tight. But now we're done mechanically. Hopefully it all goes well. And after this, we're going straight to the fab shop to get a trans made so we can drive literally tomorrow. So now I guess I will start this thing and see how it goes. Hopefully it goes good. Let me just try the starter. Reverse. A good trick to do so you don't grind reverse. Just go to first gear first, come out of it, down. Now, we're working, boys. The difference in feel and quality from the GSR to the mid-valley is like a K8 to a JZ, like no exaggeration. Like, that's crazy. It's so much smoother. Woo! It's literally a dream come true. I've always, like, since I got in the drifting, the clunk, and then, I know it's dumb, but the clunk is like everything I've always wanted. Plus the GSR is like the best, and like, I'm very surreal lucky to have this. So, and again, I was not expecting to get this. I was gonna put my own, you know, side shift Dogbox in here and go have fun, but it didn't work out, and I'm very glad it didn't work out. First drive. Oh my God.
Don't go towards the main road.
Outside right now, so it's kind of wild. It's so much better than the other trans. Obviously, it's the gears, but holy crap, bro. Wow. What a freaking dream this is. I'll try and do a quick like 1-2. I'm kind of scared. I think the car's breaking up a little bit because it's been sitting for a while. And then probably old fuel as well. So hopefully we'll get some new fuel in this thing. Rick Marcy has sent me these specs for a 408 Grand. I have a 406 Grand. I'm seeing how it feels out. If it comes to it, I'll put my stock ratio dip in here. So it's kind of short, but we'll see what happens.
It is really short.
Well, it's, you know. Okay, now load the car, go to Fab, transfer made, and go to goddamn OSW and drive all weekend. Hopefully the car works. Alright, so we were at Cody's shop and he's been busting butt on this trans tunnel all day long. He's literally doing the whole job in one day. But for time, we're only gonna have them tack it all the way around so we can just get it in the car, get it ready to go, paint it, and go drive. We'll come back in a few weeks, have them do a full-on weld across the whole thing, but honestly, it should be fine the way it is right now. We're in a rush, but at the same time, we're kind of chill because we have all night tonight to do it, and we're almost done. After that, go to Alberto's shop, I have an oil leak I gotta fix, and then after that, to the track and drive tomorrow. So it's going good so far. It's been a lot of time, a lot of effort, but we're almost there. Tunnel is finished. He did it all in 8 hours, Cody? Yes, sir. 8 hours, full-on transmission tunnel done with the hydro mount, with everything cut out for the shifter and for the shift boot mounting right there. Everything is done and done and done. Now we have to go to Alberto's to fix the oil leak, and then after that, get home and paint it. So I'm not going to the track unpainted because I don't do that. But Cody killed it. Creative Fab and Collision. If you have any work in Orlando you need done, fab, collision, car stuff, he's the man. He killed it. It did exactly, literally what I wanted. My vision is exactly this. Literally, I couldn't even explain exactly how I wanted it to be. So it's perfect. So I'm very happy. Hit him up on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. He does good work. Super cool shop. And I think I'm at Mount Dora, Florida by Orlando. So it's going to be great. I'm going to make the OSW tomorrow, and I'm very excited. All right, we're back home. About 2 a.m. Car is mechanically done. The oil leak is fixed. Everything is just good, ready to go. Trans is in, all mounted up perfectly. Oil's good, everything's good. Now, the only thing we have to do now is paint the trans tunnel, put the shift boot on, mount the hydro, all that jazz, and then we're officially done and ready to go. But for the trans tunnel, we are using Skillet. Skillet is the best stuff ever. I swear by this stuff. I love it. It is so good. It's basically like, I swear to God, like powder coat in a can. It's amazing. It's polyurethane, aerosol pretty much. And the coolest thing about it, it's also weldable. You can actually paint and then weld on where you painted. Right here, this was actually painted. And then Brian welded this for me with Skillet on there, and it looks amazing. So it's super cool. And now it's time to paint the trans tunnel. So I'm gonna do a time lapse. I'm out of breath, I'm tired, I'm worn out, but we're on the home stretch and all I gotta do is paint stuff, and painting is relaxing and fun to me, so let's get to it. All right, trans tunnel's all painted up. Steel, it looks amazing. Still wet, but when it dries, it looks awesome. Also touched up the floor areas, so it looks a lot nicer and smoother, as well as the cage itself, so it looks nice and refreshed. But other than that, we're getting there. I ran out of paint right here, but oh well. Looks amazing. Now let it dry, come back in here, get the seat in, get the hydro in, get all set and ready to done, get the dash in here, and go to bed, and then drive tomorrow. But this is a huge accomplishment right here. I don't know where this video is. It's been a hell of a week, 2 weeks, however long it's been. I'm exhausted. I've done so much in the past 3 days. It's literally insane. But thank you to everybody that's gotten me here. Kaya, my girlfriend, my family, my sponsors, Cody at Creative Fab. Alberto helped me a lot. My other friends helped me a lot. It's been a hell of a process, but we're here and it's done. But this video is over. I'll see you guys soon. Next time, we'll be driving this thing.